Welcome back. It's been, for us, like 3 weeks since we recorded our last podcast. The last one was just after Burleigh Battles, which was fucking epic. Oh. Tyler's missing. Was supposed to be in Sydney tonight, but he's not. But he's not on the panel. We got a replacement, a special guest. Very warm welcome, Jake.
What's up? Let's go. Appreciate you guys having me.
For sure.
The king of Burleigh?
That's it. Burleigh local.
I don't like to claim it, but I'll take it.
But you do run this place in terms of calisthenics, the Gold Coast.
I guess so, yeah.
Representative, you could say.
Yeah. When someone sees Burleigh, they see me there training planche on those bars. That's probably why.
Literally, bro, I drove past you at the park today, just like training there. It was like lightly raining, and you were the only one there. I saw you were the only one there, right. And I knew it was you because you have that huge speaker. Yeah. I was like, who's this shirtless guy training by himself in the park? And then I saw the speaker. I was like, I know who that is.
Bro, you just hear fucking Astro going hard as you drive by. Yeah, he knows
doing crazy tuck front lever pulls.
Yeah. Still working on them. I'm not gonna lie. Never stop.
It's your first time on a potty?
It's actually my second time, but first time on this type of a set of potty, that's for sure.
Tell us about your previous experience on a potty. Where was that?
It was actually with one of my clients. She's like tens of millions of dollars, famous entrepreneur.
Oh shit!
Do you know Alex Morze?
Yeah.
So she got taught by the guy who taught Alex Morze how to sell. No, she taught the guy. She taught the guy who taught Alex Morze how to sell, apparently.
Damn.
So she's like old in the game. She's like, right. Yeah.
But you don't train anymore?
Was that? No, I still train her at the moment.
Oh, you still?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. But yeah, she's insane. She's like brain is like high level functioning.
So you were on her podcast as well.
So yeah, she invited me onto there just because I just have flow, and she was like, come talk on the potty because you just got flow.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's name drop.
Katrina.
Does she?
Lopez. No, please.
Does she still do
No,
it?
please.
She does podcasts from time to time, but she's mainly just selling high entrepreneur. Like, she's taught some of the best women entrepreneurs specifically,
like
in the
mentoring
world.
style stuff. Yeah.
Like, exactly.
The sales coach.
How to level up in your business in general, sales, everything. Yeah. How to like break that next level, about like, going down into your fears and all that type of shit.
It's a really interesting thing that not many people talk about is once you make it in anything, you can then just enter the marketplace for like selling the service to other people of like kind of just directing them through the process you took. You know what I mean? If you can get good at whatever it is, literally anything.
Yeah.
But especially like anything sort of business or e-commerce, all that sort of stuff, which is really big now. Once you get to the top level, like I think a lot of people are chasing that kind of level of success, but they're not just aware of the kind of hidden benefit that you get when you get there. It's like, okay, well, you're kind of set then, because once you've made it there, like you can just sell
infinitely,
like your knowledge and your experience,
100%. Well,
hey Isaac.
that segues into a great, yeah, you hear Isaac? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Isaac usually doesn't contribute at all unless it's about calisthenics.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Okay, so we're just waiting for a calisthenics to come up for him to...
Yeah, and then he will talk.
He's a thinker.
And it's always out of pocket comments he makes.
No, I'm a listener. I take everything you guys say into
He's a sponge. He's a sponge.
What do they say? Two ears, one nose? So you can listen twice as much as you smell.
Two ears, one nose.
Twice as much as you smell.
Because that one podcast episode with Anthony, the second one, like I barely said anything on that podcast, but you guys were talking about like a whole bunch of things, including like sales, women, and then at the end we started talking about mentoring, and so then like it's like I asked the question like, how do you find your first mentor, and then you guys said a bunch of stuff about it. So the next day, hopped on a sales call with Hands Down and did a face-to-face with him. and doing an 8-week program with him now.
Mentoring.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going good. Then I got Jake on it because I really like the guy.
Oh, you're on as well?
Mm-hmm.
Mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the same
Liking
thing.
it?
Mm.
Helpful?
Mm.
Great
Yeah,
chat.
right.
This is good caffeine. It's great. Yeah, no, he's sick.
Yeah,
He's sick. Shout out to Dan.
it's so good having a guide, like someone that knows every single thing that you've done and has been in your shoes and knows exactly what to do as well.
So he's an online coach. He coaches.
Like a
He's
mentor.
He's kind of just started with it, but
Yeah.
he's done really well with his own stuff and literally what you just said. He just got to a point where like his success has just gone nuts, and he made every mistake under the sun, and that's exactly what he explained. He's like, I've made every fucking mistake underneath the sun, and I can just teach you what not to do. He said, and that's exactly what he's done. He said, just go and do it. And I've probably shaved off like 8 months of like bullshit and saved about like 10K.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Sick.
so yeah, level ups.
Yeah.
It would make it easy to justify spending the money too.
It does.
If you can recognize like those benefits, like you said, the money that you save, because you don't actually see the expenses that
Yeah.
you're kind of saving because you're not making them.
That's really the hard thing to get across people too when just like offering a coaching service in general.
Yep.
Is the whole like, hey, like you could either pay for my coaching so that you don't get injured, or you get injured and you go see a physio and pay $100 a week for a physio in the future.
Yep.
Forever.
Yeah.
So how long have you been coaching for now?
2 years full time.
Was it hard to get into?
It was
Like building up your clientele?
It was actually wasn't difficult to build up clientele, but it was difficult just to get myself the start, because who the fuck wants to learn calisthenics, right? That was my mindset when I was because I was down here on my own in the Burleigh bars, and like not many people
Always
really-
trained alone?
Yeah, I always trained alone. I was just a lone wolf down at those bars every single day for 3 years straight.
That's something I wanted to ask you a little bit about in terms of how you've seen the transition from, because you said you've been training for a while, calisthenics, and you said you've been coaching for like 2 years. And when you started coaching, there wasn't a lot of people into calisthenics. Like what's the transition looked like from then, or like when you started training calisthenics yourself and when you started coaching calisthenics yourself until now? How's the kind of scene changed in your eyes?
No, it's an interesting question, because back in the day, it was when I first started, it was Phoenix, right? Phoenix was like the only big guy out there when it came to like calisthenics. Everyone knew what that was.
In terms of Chris Harrier?
Chris Harrier. Sorry, Chris
Yep.
Harrier. And so that got that started, and then there was like old school Cali, but he was the only inspiration I had at the start for actual good statics and strength. But then there was old school Cali where these guys were just chucking muscle up 360s and muscle ups in general, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, but that's like it's not that strong, you know. And it's just old school Cali. It's just where it's evolved. But from there to now, as seeing the athlete, it's like once you just start diving into the sport more, like Sharma, even him, like he just started 3 months ago, bro, and he's leveled up so quick just because he's gone deep into Cali and actually seen the true strength of athletes that you can get to, and he's just popped. He's just gone straight into it, understood all the messed up moves you can learn.
LSIT God.
Yeah, he's an LSIT god now. He's doing wide supinated LSITs.
Dude, I'll just be training. I look over him and he's just doing some random variation of LC. I'm like, never seen someone do that before.
Shout out Sharma.
Yeah. I laugh.
There's like two people on each P bar just holding him down while he does a wide grip L sit.
But
So
he's gotten like a 30-second back lever now in 3 months. He's got like muscle ups for reps. Never done Cali before. Had an injured shoulder, mind you. Like his shoulder range, he couldn't even get to like past his ears.
Yeah, bro almost died.
It was really it was intense. And like 3 months later, and
Like I don't know what you call it,
It's a
like
motorcycle.
like a concrete pylon just crushed him.
Yeah.
Like
He's-
rolled. You know, there's like big round. I don't even know what you call it. Like a fucking big round.
Yeah.
Like a
Piece of concrete.
cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a cylindrical
yeah.
piece of concrete just started rolling and it just landed on him and just crushed him against a
So
wall.
messed.
The fuck?
He's on workers'
And
comp.
he's in
should've
hospital
died.
for a while, and he's still
Yeah.
in workers' comp.
That's crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
So he hasn't worked like at all this year because
Damn.
he's been recovering.
Yeah.
Damn. Big shout out Sharma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Fucking hell.
he's going hard on muscle
He's
ups and everything.
Crushing it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he got crushed.
He's now,
Now
he's
he's-
crushing. Now he's doing the crushing.
So anyway, I'll tie that back real quick. Yeah, the transition from there to now is it really, even the athletes back then still exist. Like I didn't even know who some of the biggest athletes were, but it's more about how passionate you are, is how quick of a transition you'll see it become. But now it's just like going so goddamn next level. It's like, yeah, as if I'm ever gonna get there. Like the level like maybe 2017 was achievable, but now the level now is like, now it's not only like twice as hard, but it's also like twice as consistent. No one messes up. Like it's so, everyone's so on point. They're proper athletes.
Like the peak level.
the peak level, like,
like-
yeah,
yeah, it's like
swap
perfection.
fires and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's perfection.
they're pretty intense. And you could only see it getting even more messed up. There's just a bunch of 12-year-olds running around
Bro.
doing 900s and shit like on command. Just wait until they start training planche, bro. We're fucked. We got no chance. But now we got a little pocket there. We got like a year or two pocket where we're gonna be golden and then we're gonna be old news. So anywho,
There's a lot more people getting into it though, right?
Oh.
Into calisthenics.
yeah, there is shit ton. Yeah, back in the day, that's probably the biggest transition is the amount of people that actually know what it is.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's dope as shit.
Because that would have helped with your coaching, right? Like
Big time.
probably the last year or so, maybe even less. There's probably been a bigger surge in people
I
So-
am
interested in.
How did you actually grow it? Like, how did you get people intrigued? Like, what was it? Were you
It's
just
really-
messaging random people and just asking if they want to learn? Like,
a bit of.
how'd you get into it?
A bit of everything. It was at first. I mean, I'd been in the community for like 3-4 years, kind of like down through the Gold Coast. So people knew I'd trained consistently for years, and it was really, it was like just like literally what kind of Isaac did. It's literally what Isaac did. He just had a couple mates, got them together, started training with them and training them up as almost disciples, and then just fucking happens. Just happens. And when there's like a true meaningful group of people that actually get together to push themselves, it's a fire that people just want to run into.
Bro, it's upsetting that those Sunday meets aren't a thing anymore. Like, have you
Yeah.
ever thought about kicking them on again? Or
I
that could
did
be
it.
something we could think about.
I did at one point, but my realization was it wasn't in full alignment with me anymore, in that I am a coach and an athlete, not an organizer. I ended up finding out it ended up being so much energy to do so, and I just didn't end up enjoying them as much as I want, because I felt like I was organizing and running the whole thing instead of actually being the athlete inside of it.
Yep.
And I'm an athlete by heart, coach second, because athlete feeds my coaching passion. But
Oh,
This guy over here's an organizer.
I'm everything, bro.
bro, you take the photos, you organize it, you buy the sausages, you put the tomato sauce on the fucking sausage and feed it to people.
Then I'm Morgan coach,
Yeah, and you're a coach.
sausage
and then I
feeder.
do all the edits after.
Yeah, you feed it.
The patient, the coach, the organizer, everything.
It's good. It's good.
Listener,
But
the smeller.
The smeller. Yeah, right.
What you said about having like a group of people who are like really invested in what you're doing, like you said when you kind of started here in Gold Coast, is exactly what Isaac said about Meadowbank. I don't know if you remember that, Isaac.
I remember everything.
The encyclopedia.
yeah, it really is like it. And yes, I guess if you want to go into real specifics, yeah, I messaged a shit ton of people. I talked to everyone down at those bars for like a year and a half. Everyone that was ever training some type of really shit front lever or doing some back lever that never tried, or trying to do a handstand and landing on their face. I was talking to all of them. And there was like, and this was the most crazy part about it, was that every time I'm down at those bars, I see someone new training Cali. Every single time for the last year and a half. Like there has not been many times where it hasn't, unless it's pissing down rain, there's someone new training Cali. And that's nuts to me when I think about it like that, because that's just one park down in Gold Coast, bro. Like,
Yeah.
no one really knows about Cali here, Brand. It's like, it's very niche compared to the rest of the world at this point. But yeah, it's
That is true.
so exciting.
We have a gold mine here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see someone at the park every single day, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to make a meetup here, all you have to do is just talk to one person each day,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll get like over 50 people.
That's literally what I did. I ended up getting 50 people for one meetup at one point. But yeah,
But it was stretchy thin.
it did because I was just an athlete and I was trying to push my coaching business, and then I'm organizing communities, and I just realized that just wasn't me.
Yeah.
But anyway.
For Metabank, I don't know if you guys remember, but it used to start at 8 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. And before then, it used to start at 9 p.m.
Fuck.
And like the boys kept on getting me to push it back. And I was like, fine, we'll settle for 7 because I like late sessions. Not anymore, but back then that was the case. So when you go there at 8 p.m., there's literally no one at the park. So everything we've built, it was all through social media.
Yeah.
And we had to get each person on board like one by one through DMing. There wasn't like passerbys or anything. Everyone that passed by, they were just like old Asian men, women with their dogs.
It's not even a Cali park. Like
It's a
people don't
park.
even
Whole
train
park,
calisthenics
Some
there.
shit, yeah.
Literally built it brick by brick.
Yeah.
So awesome to see the growth though. That was really rewarding.
Yeah.
Still pumping to
It
this
would be
day.
it would be cool. I don't know if you ever considered this, but like what Isaac's done with Metabank is it's basically self-sustaining now. Like I know Alex is, basically runs it, and then you have your small kind of group that you started with who are mostly still there and still kind of participating in the organization. But once you create like a community like that, like when you guys were in the South Coast, none of those guys were there, but it was still on.
Yeah.
So like everyone just kind of rocks up anyway. It's like a self-sustaining community at that point.
That was my plan from day one. Like you'll probably see from like all the posts on Instagram, I'll never put my face in it. I'll always be behind the camera and I'd always delegate tasks to people to try to get them trained up. So like I always get one specific person to do the sausages. I always get one specific person to start conversations with people. Well, another
Cut the
person
onions.
to cut the onions, run the muscle up chain, pack the light up, and also set the lights up. I delegate tasks so everyone knows has a role, and when people have a role, they have a purpose, and when they have a purpose, then they have a drive to keep the meetup going. So for me, my specific role was just in the DMs, just doing the posts and filming, and background, yeah, the whole time. I was just like a shadow.
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever considered doing that here, but
Because I wouldn't be able to like sustain Metabank if I wasn't able to delegate and create roles for people. Because then I'll be absolutely swamped.
That's essentially what started happening to me, and my realization was that as great as the meetups were, it did really become a kind of like a coffee catch up more than a Cali meetup. Like it lost that like energy. So it was kind of like, you guys can't see it right now, but Tyler's over there half naked.
I'm so tempted to just go and grab a camera and turn it just so we can see him.
Oh, it's pizza. It's 2 pizza slices put together.
So cute.
So yeah, no, I don't really see it as a future thing. I feel I am so introverted, it's not even funny when it comes to my energy too. Like, as much as like I love running the Cali meetups, I could not train with a group of people every fucking day. It would do my head in. I need to be on my own, focus like a lone wolf sometimes. But then I love the community shit as well. Like, I love getting that energy as well. But
It's good every now and then.
it's good every now and then.
I like both. I need both. If I train with people all the time, I eventually I want to be by myself for a bit.
100%. Yeah, and so I just enjoy being an athlete, and I enjoy coaching people one-on-one. I love just being super in with everything they are on that person, not just being a general, okay, all right, group, we're going to do some pulls and dips. I'm like, no, I want to know everything about their life and how to improve them as a person.
You're lifting a toe, like put the toe down.
Exactly. I like to go all the way in.
Very, very specific. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So, to create like serious change. But then that's the problem though. I'm weak in that area that like I haven't created a community. Well, it's not that I haven't created a community, but I haven't created a place where everyone can get together and get that part of it too. So I miss that in my coaching, but I don't think that's my strong suit anyway.
I know you do some online coaching as well. What do you think the difference is between online and in person? Obviously, it's quite obvious the difference, but are there limitations with coaching online?
I would say it depends on the coach. If a person really relies on that, being able to have that like actual touching cues and all that type of thing towards their coaching, then you're going to be limited. But 98% of how I coach is all through mental understanding, how to help that person understand the feeling. So as much as spotting a handstand is good, I'm more into teaching them how to use the wall in their own body and how to actually get them to feel the position by thinking about it rather than just putting them in the position. So I've instead of be like touching their core, like, hey, turn your core on, like put it here. I'll just be like, hey, suck through your stomach, through the back of your, pull through your belly button, through the back of your, through your back. And then that will like suck you right in.
Yeah.
So that type of shit.
The mental cue master.
The mental cue master, man.
Say
Yeah. I had a mum who I used to teach their daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She messaged me out of the blue today because she put a post up on like a Facebook group saying that her 13-year-old son, one wants to get straddle planche, straddle front lever,
Hell yeah.
and handstand and muscle ups. And so I reached out to them and I like showed them, hey, I've got this app going on. It's going to release 2024. If you want to do coaching with me, then you'll have all this and it costs this much. And her main concern was about having someone in person to fix the cues and make sure they don't get injured. So they're like long in the game. And so my thinking of it is that, yeah, as you said before, like 98, whatever, like say 90% of your training is going to be cues that you can easily implement like through verbal coaching.
Yeah.
And programming and technique
Yeah.
and accountability are the main things that you're going to get from coaching.
Yes, 100%.
Like the 5 years that I've done calisthenics, I've never had someone show me like through tactile and like feeling of the move.
Yeah.
All I had to do was just kind of understand the full picture instead of just looking at one tiny bit of the exercise and trying to focus on that. I try to get everything around it as well. And then when you get everything around it and you delve into the theory a lot, then you can master anything in that in that specific realm. So with face-to-face, there's only so much you can say to them directly, right? It's much easier to communicate the theory through messages, voice notes, videos of you through the app or on Instagram, and pictures with like diagrams and just like, or even just sending them structured YouTube links of videos you've created, right?
I guess because there's a record, so they can go back through a couple times.
Yeah, and they can backtrack and listen to it over and over and over again.
It's like documented.
Yeah, exactly. I think
consistent.
Calisthenics specifically, you don't need face-to-face, although it's good for some aspects of the sport. But what's that? That's really just going to cut back a little bit of time. But once you already get the skill, then you already have it.
Yeah.
You don't really need that face-to-face anymore. What matters now is the programming and having a coach put you through the right pathway instead of touching on the specific spots.
Yeah.
What 13-year-old kid knows what a straddle planche is? Like the goals were so specific.
Yeah.
And the mum was like, oh, in his words, he wants, and it's like 90 degree, 15-second hold, like handstand, push up, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like straddle,
awesome,
straddle lever, straddle planche.
And
like, how
she
does he
sent
know
me-
what that is?
She sent me a video of him doing a planche lean, which was protracted. He did a protracted
He was
planche.
protracted. What a G.
Okay.
Bro, this is where you go from like complete flip opposites. You got the 13 and 12-year-olds just playing Minecraft on their iPads all day, and then you got some kid looking up how to do planche holds correctly and protraction and depression and how to get correct scapular activation so you can float off the floor, man.
Well, it's crazy because I started calisthenics as a form of rebellion against my mum because I wasn't allowed to lift weights as a kid, and I wanted to do Muay Thai, and my mum was opposed to Muay Thai, so I did calisthenics, and I got to a point where I could do a lot of pull-ups. I bought myself a weighted vest, and I also got myself a kettlebell, so I can do like leg movements or even just like single arm movements for like stability for my shoulder. And my mum is so picky about weights and like how it's going to stump my growth and injure myself that she hid 15 kilos of the sandbags from my weighted vest. So I was only allowed to use 5 kilos for my pull-ups. She hid them. I couldn't find them for a whole year. I had to get strong enough and be like, Mum, I'm so strong right now. 5 kilos is not going to do it. I've been doing 5 kilo one-arm pull-up training. Please give me more weights. And then she also got a bike lock and like locked my kettlebell next to my squat rack so I couldn't access it. Like an actual bike lock. So like calisthenics, bodyweight training has just been almost a form of rebellion in some parts.
So she basically just nerfed you in calisthenics because you didn't stunt your growth, which means you got taller, and now you're shitter at calisthenics because you're taller.
Exactly.
You could have been 10 centimeters shorter and been better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's such an Asian mum thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like they're against you, whatever you do, eh?
Actually, I would have thought it would have been the opposite. I would have thought she would have gave you more sand to put in your vest. Go harder.
Yeah, that's
more
actually
pull-ups.
No, but it's the weight aspect. I don't like weights.
Are you sweating? That's weak.
Asians don't like weights.
No food.
They all care about height because height's like an important thing in Asian culture.
I thought all Asians are short.
Yeah.
That's
so
probably
they want
why
you to be taller. They want you to be taller.
Oh, okay. So less weight so you don't get compressed spine.
Yeah.
You're a pretty good stature now, though. Like, you're pretty much perfect.
I want to be shorter.
Cali build,
I'm a bit too tall. I'm 176. I'm like smack bang average.
You're 2 centimeters too tall, bro. I'm 174, man.
I'm 172.
Woo.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like 170.
You're 174.
Yeah.
Really?
173, 174, 173.5.
176 is
just
smack
chuck
bang
0.5
average.
out.
Check how tall I am next to you.
Yeah.
I swear you're shorter than me.
Nah, I think I'm taller.
We'll have to find out. Hold that thought.
Yeah, we'll keep that in the pocket.
Yeah, but yeah, 13-year-old doing calisthenics.
That's awesome.
I'm jealous you started then. Dude, I started at like 22, bruh.
I started 16. I'm talking about the kid.
Yeah, I started at 16, 17.
Colonel.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Take a guess.
Aren't you my age? Or are you one
Nah,
year
nah.
younger?
I know the answer.
Not saying a word.
You're not older than me, I don't think.
Take a
I think,
guess.
I think you're 23.
22.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'm 24, bruv.
You're 24, cunt?
Yeah.
I thought you were
How
25.
fucked is that?
I would have said you're 19.
Dude, I'm older than everyone in this
I thought
sport.
you're 25.
Nah, 24.
Oh, yeah, because it's 1999. I thought you were 25 this whole time.
Get the fuck out of here.
I thought you were 25 this whole time.
Superman.
Nah, next year, mate.
Necky.
Next year.
Holy crap. I thought you
This
were
is a
24.
hell of an interesting podcast, though.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Hey, Blake, where you going?
Just going for a little trot. Tyler, sub in.
Subbing.
Sub in, Tyler.
We did that podcast.
It's all right if you don't have a
3 weeks
shirt,
ago,
don't worry.
The Bolly battles. Like
So sub in without a shirt.
we had like 5 people in reserves, so we just sub in.
Subbed them in. I
Yeah.
love that. That's sick.
Hi Tyler.
Welcome.
Hi guys.
Hi, guys.
How do you feel?
Actually,
Actually,
Tyler has this thing where, like, he would do videos and he has this, like,
I put on.
he puts on this extra tone and almost sounds a bit gay. So we have this,
I have a problem with it.
we make fun of him for sounding gay. And when he's on the phone as well, he'll be talking normally and then he'll answer the phone. He's like, hi, this is Tyler from Aussie Home
Yeah, I like
Loans.
put on a tone. Yeah,
Hi, if you could call us back on 1300 425
Yeah, you gotta replace
721.
Blake. Nice, honey.
What you doing with honey?
That's if you have enough tea.
Did you get tea?
Yeah, you had a bit of pre.
I missed my
It's a
cups
good
over there.
intermission.
Yeah.
I want to ask actually everyone. I feel like this would be good for the viewers. What's the number one mistake you feel like you could have avoided on your journey so far? Mistake you could have avoided or should have avoided.
Shouldn't have done too many pull-ups in one day.
Too many
Push-ups,
pull-ups in
push-ups.
Push-ups in one set.
For me, I wish I strengthened like all my joints and stuff before I started Cali. Like
Go
doing
on.
some weighted sets, like for example,
Oh yeah, a
dips
little
for
bit more
elbows.
like
Good wrist. I feel like I have shit wrist at the moment.
Yeah,
So
I
feel
would
like-
say for me, like, should have started earlier.
yeah.
What about for yourself?
There.
Isaac?
Oh, I
He
should have
does
done
not
push-ups in one day.
Just too many push-ups in one
Yeah,
day.
just did too many.
So one day he decided to do like 2,500 push-ups in one day.
I was
Just make
aiming
sure
for 3,100. I only got up to 2,300.
Just
Before,
make sure you,
Poor effort.
before I had 2 ice packs on both my shoulders strapped.
dude. Yeah. So control your ADHD.
Yeah,
That'd be the lesson learned.
yeah.
What was
What
one
were
thing
you?
you wish you learned?
I actually kind of just didn't have an answer, but I will try and create one. It's probably, yeah, I think for me, it was probably the realization that I had an ego about my training, that I thought I could just do it all on my own and just figure it all out of myself, and literally set back probably like 3 years of like solid progression. Just because I thought I'd always figured it out on my own. I've done everything on my own, so I don't need anyone to help me. And so it was realizing that this sport is actually way more complicated than what my naive brain understood in the first 2-3 years of training. And even 2-3 years in, you still don't know shit.
I think that's me now.
It's pretty, and I that's why
It's so humbling, eh?
I see that in you too. And I remember being at your part and the way you're training right now and the sets you go for and the impinged shoulder, and just like, I was there and you see it and you're just like, God, man, like, find help before it gets worse. or you fix it and then it goes down a shitter again. And it's just the realization that you just don't know shit until it goes wrong. But you should be humbled enough in the process of calisthenics to be like, okay, no, I'm gonna like seek advice.
And were you aware of that you were like avoiding everyone, or just
Yeah.
did you know anyone as well? Like I know
Deep
for us
down.
when we started, we didn't know anyone else, so we're kind of doing anything anyway.
yeah.
But did you know other people that were doing Cali?
Deep down, no, not like not face to face. No, so that was probably the difference there, where that wasn't just as big of a thing as it could have been. But it was definitely a realization that like I knew that it was a problem, but like in the end, like you said on your last podcast, was that like get injured and learn from your mistakes. And if I hadn't have made all those mistakes, I never would have been anywhere near as great of a coach as I know I am now, because I've made every mistake underneath the sun all on my own and had to fix it all on my own based off everyone's perspective ever. And so that gives you such a well-rounded understanding of the sport. But it was a realization that you don't need to go through that. You don't need to go through 3-4 years of constantly battling off injuries and maintaining injuries to try and, overcome it. And then you actually end up having the injury long-term, because that's just how it works. If you get tendon ligament, it can be like a 2-4 year thing. And, so that was my biggest mistake, was realizing eat your ego and get some help. If you actually want to be strong, actually get your true potential, go get someone that knows what they're doing and they can just tell you what you need to do, and then you just repeat.
You really maximize it, eh?
Yeah, and then you can truly maximize. But I still think that there's merit in learning from your mistakes and your injuries. 100%. There's still absolute value in that, but you don't have to.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
How do you define a coach?
Good question.
Could it be anyone that's better than you, or are there certain traits that they have?
I think a coach, probably in the more general understanding, is just someone who can help you through something that you can't, or would take an extremely long amount of time to get through on your own, in the absolute simplest form.
It's like just kind of provide guidance.
Yeah, speed up the process, and it's to speed up the process, and or to teach you something that you would have never have understood on your own. Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I would
For a
say
coach.
I would say that the time aspect and the accountability aspect is also a really important part of being a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So just one person teaching you about a concept for one day, in my books, really wouldn't garner as a coach. Where I reckon there'll be more of like a mentor.
100%.
But a coach to me is someone that sticks with you for an extended period of time and sees your ups and downs.
Yes.
And keeps you accountable throughout all those ups and
100%.
downs.
Yeah.
That to me is a coach, along with all the knowledge and all the experience.
Yeah. That's what because I've probably messaged almost like 200 people over these last like couple of weeks, just offering the online programs, and just even Blake over there. But to legitimate people that are like, there's absolute massive potential in them. And the biggest kickback I get is that exact idea, is that they don't realize what a coach truly is and what it actually means to have that person on your side. Because a lot of coaches are just there giving skills, advice, and programming, and that is great in of itself. 100%. That's what you've gotten hired to do as the coach. But then there's that next level, like you said, that you're there as like, you're part of a life coach, because everything in this sport isn't just about Cali and how to get strong. It's a lifestyle in the end. Like, if you want to get good at this sport, you're not just fucking around. You're not just chucking planches, unless you end up like CJ, where you can just chuck planche every day for the next like year and get strong. It's like, you've got to work out so much shit in this sport, and it goes to do with everything in your life. It goes to do with what hours you're working, when you're sleeping, what food you're eating, when you're eating it, how much you're eating. Everything goes into this sport if you want to get to that like next level. And you don't realize that until you don't end up getting where you want to be. I remember I hit one point 3-4 years in, and I was like, I wanted to be the world's best, like 2 years into starting this sport. And I had this massive realization that I'm just not getting anywhere near the progress that I want to make for where I want to be. And I ended up realizing that I needed to sacrifice everything to learn how to fucking planche. to be recognized as a calisthenics athlete. And so that's the realization that there's so much more. It just depends at what level you want to play at too. Like, do you just enjoy the sport, or do you want to like conquer the potential of yourself?
How long did it take you to learn planche, and how long do you think it can take someone realistically?
It was 6 months until I had a straddle for 5 seconds. Injured myself because I had mad progress, no idea what I was doing. Injured my thumb really badly, and then I wasn't doing full planche until about a year and a half later, which I then got 3 seconds in shit form. And then I probably was about 2.5 years, 3 years in, until I actually had like a 5 to 10 second decent planche.
Okay.
And
2.5, 3 years in total of Cali, or training specifically planche?
I started training planche about 2.5, probably 2 months, 3 months into Cali. So that was my mistake, but that's a mistake I made. I had like good strength before, but I only had like 5-10 pulls or whatever. It was a very quick transition, and that's why I got injured, and then that's why the process was so much longer. And then realistically, I would say that bare minimum, if you're looking to learn a full planche, it's probably 2 years from ground zero, like 2 pulls to 3 pulls and like 4 dips. From there to like 2 years later, that you should be able to planche from then. In the like minimum like amount of time.
That would be quick. That'd be very quick.
That'd be decently quick. Yeah, that'd be like the safe route. Like you haven't injured yourself and you've gotten there. And then anywhere, depending on the person, 3 to 5 years to learn a full planche. You know, like it really is so dependent.
It's amazing because planche is one of those moves where like you really regress. Like no one just goes and makes progress every week to month. Like you'll make progress and then you have a big setback. Yeah. Like regress and you're like, man, I missed when I could do this. Yeah. And then you don't get back there for a while and then eventually you pass it and it's like you regress again. Yeah. Like a couple of months ago, I held a decent straddle planche and I was like, I can't even come close to holding for that for like a single second. I've properly regressed with my push.
A lot of people mistake regressing for building the foundation to peak again.
Yeah.
Adapting, exactly. It's like there's no such thing as an athlete being at his peak at every single session or all the time. Like there's no such thing. So when you hit that peak planche and you feel so freaking light and so fucking strong that day, and you're like, holy shit, I've just done a 5-second full planche, and then for 3 weeks after that, you're back at straddle planche for like 5 seconds and you can't even attempt a full. That is the process. That's not regression. That is building the foundation to be able to sustain 5 seconds. So there's all of that in the background, and it's like being able to understand that and have foresight is so important when it comes to your training, because then you can understand and not get like ego, like, oh, I can't fucking hold it. I'll just do more. I'll do more. I can do it. Push yourself 5 seconds, instead of understanding that your body actually needs a certain way of adapting towards that. And then that's how you get injuries. I swear every injury is ever caused is from ego. The ego just destroys you.
Yeah. People are training planche like it's a sprint rather than a marathon. Mm-hmm. It is certainly a marathon.
Yeah, and everyone on this podcast feels that.
Yeah. Got a long way.
Yeah. Anytime I see a pro on Insta, like just holding a beautiful planche, I'm just like, fuck.
Thing is, like, with the planche, no matter how impossible it seems like, the reason why you can't get it is because you don't want it bad enough.
100%. Like I said, it's sacrificing everything in your fucking life.
Literally, like, people look at me and they say, "You can't. How do you get planche?" But they don't even follow it themselves. Like, when I say sacrifice everything, I literally mean sacrifice every single thing. Dynamics, forget about it. Yeah. Weighted pull-ups and dips, which I used to do, gone. Yeah.
Pull.
What's pull? Front lever, gone.
Dude, I kid you not, the last like 4 months, I have not done one pull set or dip set the entire time.
You mean like pull-ups?
Yeah, no
like
pulls.
just regular?
Yeah, no pull-ups, just pure front and planche, and that's it. And I thought that was bad to do at 1.2, but it's actually like totally fine.
I would be concerned if I saw you doing muscle-ups one day. I'd be like, what the hell is Jake doing?
I have an injury. If I was doing muscle-ups, man, I've got an injury. Working the foundation. Yeah.
It's just one of those moves. It's like, it's got to be like the 9th wonder of the world.
You know what's interesting? I just randomly thought of, sorry to cut you. Were you about to say something? I'll let you finish first. Kind of cut you off.
You go first.
You go? Yeah. It's kind of interesting. When you start Cali, right? When you start Cali, you feel like there's not many exercises to do, right? Like when you start, at least.
Just pull and dip.
And as you get better and better, you realize there's so much shit to learn, so many things to do. There's so many exercises which I like doing, but I just don't do them because I'm like, I can't afford to do them and waste time on that because I need to focus on just a few things if I want to make progress. Yeah. Like I can't just be going, like I want to do 90s and then I want to do one arms and then I want to do planches and then I want to do handstand push-ups and then do combos. And like, fuck, it's too much. Like I can't do everything.
Never ends.
Yeah.
Just got to stay disciplined and
there's always
stick
a new trick to learn.
Plan.
There's always a new trick to learn for sure.
There is no such thing as an athlete knowing every trick. That's for sure.
Did we just realize now?
What?
Is it that one?
What are you on about?
No, it's fine.
In the shot.
Oh, that's all right.
You mean on the picture frame?
No, I think you're good.
There's
There's like just a big ass like
Yeah.
Light
Just leave it. It's
there.
been there the whole time.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
picture
no.
frame.
You
It
want
looks
to,
good.
yeah, it's
It looks
fixed
like you
frame.
edited it. It's just like it's phasing off that one.
Yeah, yeah.
We should fix that for next time though, because you can't really see what's in the frame.
Cool frame.
Our favorite shirt, the Valenti shirt, Burley Battles.
Yeah, everyone signed
Go
it.
buy one.
Shout out to all the boys and girls.
Good memorabilia.
Yeah, but yeah, sacrifice. You gotta treat planche as a religion.
Yeah, it's literally really.
It's literally a religion. It's a way of life. It's a god.
Whenever someone says, "I want planche so badly," I never look at it the same unless they literally just do nothing but planche.
Yeah. Pretty much. And the crazy thing is, this is the really important part for a lot of people that are learning planche or even have planche right now, is that you go on the social media and you see all these gods doing 2-finger planches and all this like 2-finger Maltesers and all this crazy insane shit. And you do not know how much time, effort, and energy they put into that skill for a consistent amount of period of time to get to that point. Like it's 10 years. This is my favorite quote ever. You ready? If you don't get wet from this quote, you don't understand calisthenics.
I'm
Just
already
so
wet.
You know, just so you know. You guys ready? You already there? 10 years of training for 3 seconds.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Math
Sounds
adds up.
about right.
If you think about like any of the most effed up skills in Cali, 2-finger Maltese.
Oh, we'll talk about Cali.
Oh, we're talking about Cali.
Okay.
Is that when you lost your virginity, eh? Waited 10 years for 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, but
Sorry?
What? Sorry.
Lucky you don't have a mic, Blake.
don't sub him in later.
Yeah. I think he's done.
I drink a tea.
But yeah, I think everyone does understand that, especially in calisthenics. Like you train forever, half a second longer. Another couple of years, half a second longer.
Yeah.
Kind of does that to you.
Mm.
That's why we're
And
in for the
it's-
long run.
And how, you know what? I haven't met anyone that does Cali that isn't at least some decent, some amount of having humility.
Get where you're going. there.
Ability.
Yeah.
Humility.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because the process of having to train and be disciplined on one specific skill for amount of time to gain an extra 2-3 seconds on a skill, like you have to be a certain type of specimen.
Definitely
Yeah.
tough on the mental.
Oh yeah, but it trains you so much for life. I would not be the person I am without calisthenics. There's no fucking way. No way. And neither would any of you boys.
No.
No.
Yeah,
We're all here.
we've
because of
spoken about this
calisthenics.
many
Yeah.
times. We brought us all here.
Yeah.
Everything around us is because of the sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're here because of it. We're in this place. We're all together because
That's
of
what we
it.
do 24/7 pretty much.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
And you lovely humans are listening to us talk absolute bullshit with a bit of Cali sprinkled in.
Well,
Yeah.
if I didn't learn dynamics, then I wouldn't have met you two.
Yeah. Very true.
There you go.
Very, very true.
Yeah. What do you think about being complete as an athlete?
I think that's true calisthenics. That's the true essence of calisthenics is probably what I would say. Then you have variations of calisthenics, but if you do freestyle and it's being complete, then you have every variation of calisthenics put to one. So I think those are I think those, in my opinion, are the true athletes in the sport. And then you have the specialists. And don't get me wrong, like the specialists are doing shit that you couldn't even imagine. But to be able to do it all it's so hard. So hard. It's so easy to be good at just planche or just good at front lever or just good at... Until you try and train front lever, one-arm handstands, planches, all the variations of all of those transition skills, then dynamics, trying to transition dynamics to statics, and then have the endurance to keep all of that up in one set is just bullshit. And they don't even do it in gymnastics. They have rings where they do some flips and land in a static, but it's all static powered it's all power statics. It's not even like swing on the bar flips with. They don't do that. It's too easy for them, for one. They don't count it as, you know, that they don't count P-bar planche as points because it's too easy.
Yeah, you gotta be like doing risky stuff.
Yeah. Because rings is what actually makes it difficult. But yeah, that's what I'd say about that. What about you guys?
I think look, me personally, I don't see how someone can just want to do one thing. I can appreciate it, but me personally, and I attribute this to many aspects of my life, not just calisthenics, but I want to be complete. I want to be that person that can do everything. I've always been that way. Like, I want to be multi-skilled. So I want to have very good push, very good pull, and dynamics. I want to be able to do it all. Just ready at all times
Yeah. I'm
for
similar.
any
I'm
encounter.
the same. Be cool to do it all. Than
Yeah.
just say actually do calisthenics.
From when I first started, I always wanted to be like an influencer, someone like Chris Harrier. Like, it wasn't to be athlete or to be the best in the world. It was always to be like what Chris Harrier was to me. So I wanted to do like endurance, weighted, and then I'll like front lever, planche, handstands, one-arm pull-ups, and then dynamics. Do like literally everything. But the reason why I'm only doing planche now is because it was always a big weakness. So I'm just working on planche, and it turns out it's my strongest thing at the moment. That's the pain of being complete. You have to iron everything out. Yeah.
Well, you stopped doing dynamics for obvious reasons, and then you stopped doing front lever so you could planche. So naturally, that would be shite.
Yeah, he could have just sat there though with the injury.
Yeah, but like literally, give me 2 weeks of training front lever, and I'll get back to my normal.
Oh, easy.
Oh yeah.
And dynamics, I didn't do it for 3 months. In the second set I did, I landed my PR combo, and then I won endurance comp just like the other week, and I didn't touch any pull-up reps for a whole year.
That's funny.
And I can't wait to get back into heavy dips and pull-ups, but that's going to have to be another year because don't have a gym membership and just want planche now.
That's fair. That's the thing. You got to just make sure that I think that's the thing about this in sport entirely, is that we all train it because we love it, and you just train the aspects that you love the most. Whether you're good at it or bad at it doesn't matter.
Love the specialists though.
Oh yeah, much love to this, because they push the sport into a new level.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the specialist.
We're about to see that in ISO.
Can't wait.
Oh, bro, ISO is going to be nuts. I'm actually
You're going to go, surely.
I think I'm going to fly over.
I've already got tickets.
Have you?
Yeah.
He's filming it.
He's filming, yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah, that's
cameraman,
right.
yeah.
That's gangster. Yeah, I'll probably be there. That's going to be sick.
Chuck your mic just a tiny bit closer. So it's all easy.
So it's better?
Yeah. Perfect.
There was an athlete in the world besides Hirosov. I was just, you'd want to meet Hirosov though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my coach at the moment.
Yeah.
I talk to him every day. He gives me bedtime stories.
Cute stories.
Is it just planche?
Oh, bedtime stories. Ooh.
This is just to think about retraction when you planche.
Yeah.
One day I went to India and then I did a iguana full planche and I pressed it. The end.
Tells me about the young little boy Hishrov trying to learn how to planche.
How old's he?
He's out my age.
22,
22, 23.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Started Cali when he was like 19 or 20 or some bullshit.
Fuck, so not that long.
Yeah, not even that long either.
Jesus Christ.
The level's different over there.
Oh,
Fuck
he's
him shit.
insane. He's insane. And that's the thing, like that's like the biggest thing as well, is you cannot compare your journey to anyone else's. It's just not fair on yourself. There's so many aspects and variables that come to creating an athlete. Like I said, when you sacrifice everything, that's everything to that sport. Like I even remember being 17 and realizing that I actually wanted to go really far in this sport, and being like, okay, I need to make sure I don't have a full-time job. Otherwise, I'm going to be so limited in my energy and time to put towards my training. This was for me anyway. And I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm always part-time somewhere, because my focus was not making money. It was getting strong. And so like that was just everything. My whole life is lined up so that I can train like at peak times, to eat at peak times, eat the perfect food, ice bath when I need to, roll and recover and stretch. Like it's crazy. Absolutely obsessed.
Well, it's paid off. You're a
It's
pretty good
paid. It's
athlete at the
paying
moment.
off. We're getting there.
Definitely on a good pathway. in terms of your
That's
training.
actually very interesting because like you think about what's your biggest mistake in calisthenics. Looking back, I wouldn't say anything in life is a mistake.
No.
It's just all feeds in something
Yeah,
else. But like
100%.
I worked at Coles for 5 years, and
Mm.
I was a shelf stacker, and I was also at the back loading.
And a
And then-
protein bar consumer.
Yeah, stealer. and and I still train calisthenics.
Yeah.
Like even after a shift, I did night shift, so I finished work at 11 p.m.
Go train.
at the park.
Yeah.
Dedication.
I once hit a squat PR of 140 kgs after a 6-hour shift with no food, nothing. Just decided to hit a PR at a gym at night time with no one spotting me.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You'd always be at the gym at weird hours as well.
Me? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was a nighttime owl when I came to gym at one point too. I was doing 11 to 2 p.m. 2 a.m. sessions too at one point.
Hits different.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd work.
Yeah, not sustainable.
Yeah.
No.
How do you guys use your money?
Mm.
How so? What do you mean?
Just what do you like to spend it on?
Living, food, rent.
Yeah, food.
Necessities.
Yeah, just necessities, eh?
Yeah.
Keep
And-
it minimalistic.
I don't think we really spend our money on much else, unless you shop on Amazon a lot.
What you used to spend it on?
Pardon?
What you used to?
I used to
spend-
get out a lot of dinners during the week. Go out on the
Drugs.
weekend with friends. I never have.
I used to buy lots of stuff for Clash of Clans. I reckon I spent $3,000.
Have you seen his cock?
$3,000,
Yeah, if you see his
dude.
base there, it's pretty good.
Bro, his base is fucked. I've never seen his
Like
base
you'd
that.
think he has no
Bro.
life.
He's going from that base to
I
this
view
base.
Yeah.
I view Clash of Clans as an investment, but it's like a
Can you sell your place?
it's like a business card. Like it just shows people how
He was
much.
telling me today it's like a universal. Everyone understands in every country.
Show
for
him
sure.
my cock. Show him my cock. He'll understand.
Have a look at his cock.
You're gonna be amazed by his cock.
Alright.
You're not gonna believe that it's his.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played Clash of Clans in like maybe 6-7 years.
Oh, well, your base
the
got destroyed.
fuck is that, man?
But-
What level walls did they even go up to?
14
now?
and 15.
How much does that cost?
I don't know.
Fucking
3
4
grand.
million.
mil to
3 grand, that's how much
upgrade
it costs.
One fucking wall.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just imagining
Dude.
someone who doesn't know what cock is and they're like looking at Jake, looking at his going like, what is
It
this?
just looks impressive even if you don't know what it is.
What's an eagle?
No, I'm saying for the
artillery?
people that don't know what cock is and they're thinking he's looking at a cock.
The hell's an X, bro?
It's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Dumb question.
Dumb
He
question,
dumped his
bro.
girlfriend so he could afford to pay for more cock.
But yeah, I don't think we spend that much money on really like
Just necessities.
Yeah.
Bro, I love spending money.
Yeah,
like camera gear and
we
stuff.
can
But that's
tell.
different.
Yeah. Well, I don't-
It's different.
Yeah.
It's like stuff we use though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the equivalent to a tradie just spending money on all tools 24/7.
Yeah.
Like you don't necessarily need them, but you'll use it. Or find a use for it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you spend any money on any recreational activities or like going out or?
I do now, but when I was making $600 to $800 a week, I wasn't spending anything. It all went to my training. I just went to ice bathing, getting remedial therapy to make sure my back and shoulder wasn't fucked forever. And now though, I ended up I actually used to invest in crypto, and so I used to invest heavily. Did very well at one point, and then realized that I need to create a business that has a good consistent income. So I put everything I have into building Cali work for the last like 2 years. And now it's gotten to a point where I'm like going to be able to at least take some of the reward and spend it on leveling myself up and experiencing a bit of life. Have not enjoyed the normal traveling of life in forever, like never. I've just always took more away from myself than gave myself. But yeah, it's about to change. It's gonna be sick.
Be good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Any plans for the future?
There are. I'm not sure if I want to say it live on a podcast, but I could.
Anything you can say then? Maybe a rough idea. Is it to do with calisthenics?
Calls are recorded for quality.
It does. It does. Yeah, I guess I could say it. I'm planning on moving to Bali with Miso
That's pretty solid.
It's huge.
How long?
for 2 months at first. See if we want to stay for longer. Could be up to 6. And the plan would be also potentially after the 2 months to go to Europe and train with the world's best over there.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
That's the goal. Go to Madrid or Spain or Bulgaria or some shit. Go train with Hishtov in person.
Similar to
You've
us.
been slowly shifting your clientele to online, so then you could have more freedom to do that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think online is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to truly be free.
To have that geographical freedom at least. But I definitely thought that moving online would, sacrifice the value I could give to my clients in the first place, but it actually has been the opposite now that I've put in the last 4 months of my life into creating all these videos and setting up everything that would actually provide even more value. Like you can actually give more now with less time and energy spent doing so. So it's really, it's the right path. I can't wait. It's going to be so epic. But the really big thing that I'm really keen for is to go train over with the world's best and be able to relay everything I learn and in that information back to my online clients. Like I've got Hishtov as my coach right now, and he's the world's best in freestyle, and everything I'm getting taught from him, I'm relaying straight back to my clients, and it's all good shit. You can't. I'm getting insane progress, and it's some of the most simplest shit you just forget.
Yeah, it's the best investment. Investing into yourself, especially if you're a coach, is the best move going forward.
100%. Invest in yourself so you can invest back into your clients.
I can't wait to go to Spain as well. Hey,
Bro.
I could see myself being there for a period of time to train with those.
Yeah, that's my end goal
athletes.
as well. Europe, to be where the rest of the wider community is.
Yeah.
Huge.
Australian motherfuckers are going to go.
Yeah. Set up Australia so it's good and can sustain itself for the next few years, and a bunch of the next generation can look after it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to do something crazy.
Yeah.
Australian motherfuckers.
Australian motherfuckers. We got to brand that, I swear to God.
Yeah. Can't wait for everyone to get solid, become goats at sport.
Yeah, I love to get the point when everyone can just planche or do multi.
Like in Europe, how they have that level, so
You
it's so easy to progress. There's that knowledge flying around everywhere.
Exactly.
Everyone's giving each other tips. You go to a meetup, there's absolute machines there.
Exactly.
We need that here.
That's why I'm like, I feel like I feel like the big fish here, and I feel like I want to be a small fish in a big pond again. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm just like, I've got Hishtov as the big fish trying to teach me the ways now, and it's like I've never made this much progress with so much ease, but I couldn't imagine being surrounded by that type of athletes that are just like everything in it. You know what I mean? Like they're not fucking around.
You just feel worthless.
Yeah.
And just that desire to want to be known
Yeah.
and be actually
100%.
respected and be something.
100%.
You just be like,
You would
Yeah.
get driven like nothing else.
yeah.
You would drive so quick. The level is just so. It's like dips is the equivalent of being able to do full planche presses over there.
Yeah.
It's just like the
Planche is the
average
norm.
level. It's just
The
like
norm.
doosh,
It's like you can't do planche. What's wrong with you?
yeah, literally. Like you are a beginner if you cannot do
Yeah.
full planche
Yeah.
press.
Yeah. When I went to Europe, everyone over there could you just go to the park and there's people just planching.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Randomly.
he-
So upset.
Here you could be
Yeah.
a specialist and you could go over there and you train with like the all-rounded athletes, and their worst move is like your specialist skill.
Yeah.
It's like I'll go there, train front lever, and this bloke's like fucking sucks at front lever and he's just doing touches and pulls and shit.
100%.
I just feel fucking absolutely mogged.
We're so good though.
Yeah. Well, I thrive off negative motivation anyway, so fucking want to neck myself after. But that helped me.
I actually thrive off thinking I'm better than other people sometimes. It's a pretty fucking toxic thing to think, but it's the self-confidence part. Like I never had that as growing up as a kid. I had such a low self-esteem, but just thinking that like I can be better, and because I'm trying to be better than them makes me better, and therefore I can't be
I'm the exact same. Like I'm definitely to a degree narcissistic.
a narcissist.
Narcissistic
A little bit.
to a degree, but also the same. I was very shy, low self-esteem, skinny kid back in school.
It's the way to battle it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
So now I've gone to the opposite side of the spectrum
Yeah.
to battle that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's healthy as long as you keep it healthy. You just don't want to be running up to people like, hey, I'm fucking better than you. You're a worthless piece
Yeah,
of
of
shit.
course.
Just show 'em.
Yeah. I can planche, can you? Trump card.
Pretty good trump card though.
It is pretty dope. I mean, how many times have people done a planche and got girls? Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Yeah.
That's the only problem. You all start to get girls and you end up getting guys. It's the best calisthenics realization you ever have. You want more respect from dicks than you do.
Yeah, but we don't do it for respect from girls anyway.
No, we don't.
We just do it because it's freaking awesome.
It's true.
Well, wouldn't you want to be able to do it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Don't know. I want to be able to do it.
Where'd you get that scar from the middle of your forehead?
Split my head open a couple of times. Couple of brick walls, couple of glass tables, couple of floors.
You got a decent forehead.
Yeah, I got quite the surface
Like
area on it.
like size wise,
Yeah. It's a couple fingers, like 4 or 5 fingers.
solid surface area to volume ratio.
Yeah, it's a couple. It's
Oh,
a couple.
shit, you got like 5 fingers, bro. Like I got many fingers, man. So.
It's unfortunate for me because I haven't got.
You got a
big brain
small
either.
forehead.
Yeah, I do got a small forehead.
Lucky you.
We could put a H on that thing and land a helicopter on it.
I reckon you could land a plane on it. Yeah,
No, I like it. It's good.
it's good for hitting stuff on it.
It's good.
Hence why I've split it open so much.
I was about to say, is that where?
If I had a smaller forehead, maybe I wouldn't split my head open as much.
Maybe a full planche would be better.
Nah, my wrist is shit.
It's aerodynamic for dynamics.
I was about.
Breaks through the air.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
for regrabs.
That's why he's so good at dynamics.
That's what it's for. I glide through the air, mate.
Yeah, that's why you get so much height on those fronty regrabs, mate.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like
that's why you
drag.
balance.
As
So
soon as
well
he goes
too.
forward, it's like your head just like
It
penetrates
slices
the
through
wind.
the air like a
Yeah.
knife. Warm knife through butter.
Bro, I don't want to get a headbutt from you. That thing will be moving twice as quick.
Nah, I wouldn't want a headbutt. I got enough scars on my head.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't know why I had to bring that up.
that's all right.
I just saw the
It's
scar,
on me.
and then I just got pulled into the.
You just
depth
put
of
it. You
your
pointed out the
forehead.
obvious. It's all right.
Okay, I'll just get the elephant out of the room.
Now that you pointed it out, I'm gonna look at his forehead every time I talk to him.
Think of a H.
It's hard not to.
As soon as he's gonna be just doing his hair
Yeah, I'll
like
get my
this.
curly hair down. You won't be able to see
Yeah,
it. It'll
yeah.
disappear. Be like curtains covering a window.
Next time you're down at the bars, I'm just gonna get the chalk and draw a quick H on your
I
forehead.
put my Valenti reversible bucket hat on my head.
Might not want to do that in case a helicopter falls on them.
Yeah. Don't stand next to me. You might get hit by a propeller. Or a blade.
We should try that one time. We should get like a remote controlled helicopter
And I'll
try
lay
land
down.
it on his forehead.
I do.
spent just 5 minutes just talking about Tyler's forehead.
I could do like a front lever, and you got to be quick though. I can only hold it for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we can try it.
Hope you guys are enjoying this conversation.
Yeah. My forehead's very interesting.
You can't see it in the video.
I'm sure there's some glare on it.
You can't comprehend. Yeah, you gotta. It's because black reflects light, so you just got like a
It's
good
a bit warm
glare.
under the lights as well, so I'm a little bit sweaty.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't comprehend the size of it from the video, I think.
I really wish I had a bigger brain though.
Fucking Blake.
Is he just having a peek?
Wish I had a bigger brain though.
Yeah, you're more hands-on. More
Yeah.
a hands-on person.
Now what can you do?
Planche.
Not yet.
Okay.
It's on the cards.
It's on the
Table are on the cards.
All right,
What?
Good chat.
we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Things to
Are you
do.
proud of me, Isaac? I wasn't the first one to,
Yeah.
to suggest
Yeah, I'm proud.
end of the podcast.
What time is your flight tomorrow, Tyler?
6 a.m.
Yeah.
What's the time?
But I got to get there earlier. They
10:30.
won't let me check it online. It's not working. So I got to get there like 40.
Oh, it's
40
pretty
minutes.
quick anyway.
Yeah, but they close check-ins 40 minutes before the flight leaves.
You'll be surprised how long the queues are at 6 a.m. in the morning or even 5
So I
a.m.
got to get there like an hour early.
Like when I got to the airport at 5 a.m.,
So I gotta
it was
wake up like
so
4:30.
busy because it's Christmas time. Everyone's trying to go see
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I gotta wake up, like,
Simple
4:30
solution
an hour
for
early.
that.
My flight got cancelled, and then when I booked the second flight, I missed it.
That was funny.
Overslept my alarm.
Yeah.
Sounds like you.
Yeah,
Very Isaac thing to do.
yeah. I mean, the alarm was set for 4:30.
Hey, that's what mine's set to.
Dude, if I was in Sydney, my alarm, I would literally wake my alarm up. I'd be that excited to leave.
Yeah, fuck.
Jordan
Sydney.
doesn't like Sydney.
Yeah, I don't like Sydney either, bro.
Most people here don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why they left Sydney, and that's.
I'm
why
all
they're
right
here.
with it.
just going back.
Yeah, a couple times.
All right.
Going back tomorrow.
What do we have to say for the end of the podcast? Blake, what do we have to say? Oh, can't hear us.
Blake.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
Give us 5 stars on Spotify.
Yep, 5 stars.
Follow our Instagram at Valenti.
Yep, vivalenti.com for
Check it out.
merch.
Yeah, I didn't say that. Beat me to it.
My name's Jake.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
go
potty.
follow Jake.
Yeah, follow
Yeah,
Jake.
Cali work.
That's right. Plug the
If you want
guest.
coaching, Cali work.
I was just saying it so we could all say our names and end it.
No, but it's a good point, but
That's a good point. Hi.
it's always good to shout out the guests,
Yeah.
you know.
Hi. I'm Jake. Hey.
No, you just say that at the start of the podcast. We're at the end now.
Yeah, so just, what's
You
your
say it
Instagram?
backwards.
Where can
say
they find you?
backwards.
If they want coaching or just to follow you as an athlete.
Cali work. That's a double K.
CALIWORKK. Instagram.
K.
Yeah, it said 2 Ks.
Yeah.
Yep.
K.
KALIWORK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's offering
Um,
coaching if you want to learn how to planche
If you want to learn,
or skills in general.
No, it doesn't teach you how to planche. It teaches you how to planche.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
yes, yeah, that is a distinct difference there. I'm not gonna lie. If you say planche, you don't know how to planche.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah,
Right.
I would. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's leave it there.
yeah.
Bye.
Right.